best investment that Warren Buffett ever made was a Dale Carnegie communication class because at the end of the class, he proposed to his wife. I mean, it's a heartwarming story. It's giving me chills again just thinking about it. But that's how I got introduced to this whole concept of learning about communication, improving your communication. And when I saw that, basically one of the most frugal people in the whole world spent almost $1,000 back in the day on this thing and had a huge ROI, that just, it made me interested in the book, which is the most popular book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So it's just filled up with a lot of like tips and tricks, but more so behaviors and how those behaviors impact your influence. And again, influence is kind of a, I don't know, a gross word these days, but it's like how to win people over to your ideas, how to win friends. So back when I read this, I was a lot more lonely and sad, whatever you want to call it, and it kind of gross talking about it. But I didn't have as many friends, and I found that I was kind of bitter. I would complain a bit more. I was just in a cynical period in my life. And the very first principle in this book is never complain, criticize, or condemn. I mean, it's a pretty bold statement, but when you read through the book, you're like, yeah, that makes total sense. Because whenever I criticize someone, it usually makes them double down on their behavior. And there's other ways to get them to change or to prove my point, or more so just communicate my point of view. So that's a great one from this book. Another good one I remember all the time is the sweetest sound to anyone in the human language is the sound of their first name. So just thinking back, I went to a conference not too long ago, ran to somebody, met them, and then a day or two later, it's like, hey Mike, how's it going? Are you enjoying the conference? Just remembering their name and just being able to connect on that, it just I think it just builds an easier communication. It's super simple, but again, there's like a lot of simple ideas from this book. They're not always easy to implement everything, but check it out. It's really a great book. Till next time.